Welcome back, scholars. So, welcome to the daily insightful and thoughtful videos which are going to help research scholars for successful completion of their daily research task. Today, I'm going to talk to you about 10 disciplines that research scholars has to maintain daily. These 10 disciplines will help you to have a sustainable, practical, and insightful habits that helps your research journey to become successful with less stress. So this video will be a short video, and the first discipline is regularity. Consistency is the most important part, but regularity means it is not a one-day effort. You have to take your efforts daily. So, if you have regularity, it builds momentum, clarity, as well as it gives you intellectual stamina. This is the most important thing, intellectual stamina. If you need to have intellectual stamina, the most important part is you should have regularity. So make sure you ensure the first discipline, regularity. The regular touch with your research. You should have a regular touch with your research, and this will help us to keep away from mental fatigue. So regularity will help you to keep away from mental fatigue. The second discipline is consistency. Consistency is the actual engine behind progress. Progress is a mandatory thing in research. So if you have consistency, it will give you progress. It is better to spend daily 45 minutes than 5 to 6 hours on one day. Your scenarios may be different, but you attempt, and you can see there is a significant change in progress when you regularly attend your research. So what we can say, small and continuous daily progress gives you major achievements, especially in the case of review of literature, your data analysis, and your interpretations, your writings. So it is a must that you try to give the second discipline, consistency. Now, when you need to have all these things implemented, the third discipline is daily and weekly research schedule. This I have already told you. So while you watch this video, note down daily and weekly research schedule, because you should have a daily plan for reading, writing, and thinking. So this will help to improve your activities on a routine basis. And a weekly plan, I already explained in my previous videos, it gives you milestones, targets, and revisions. So if you want to have some changes, you can make that one. People of course think that schedule is a restriction. Don't think schedule as a restriction. Instead, you think schedule as a support system. Don't force yourself to fix in the schedule. Instead, make schedule as a support system. So this will help us to align our daily task. This will help us to know what we are going to do, how far we have done. Now, if these three discipline has to work, you should have proper time management. Now, every day, and you all know what is time management, but practicing time management is the most tough task. So before you make the discipline time management, identify the time wasters in your life. Not, I don't say that with family, but there are many time wasters in our life. So till you complete your PhD journey, try to minimize that time wasters. Time is the most academic resource in your research journey. That is the most academic resource in your journey, more than your intellectual or intellectual stamina. Because if the time is not properly managed, it gives you tough time. If time is not properly managed, it gives you tough time. So what you do, divide your time intentionally. This is the best word I have to say. Divide your time intentionally. So you fix reading hours, writing hours, thinking hours, and the rest hours. Rest hours is a must. So normally what I do, before I go to bed, I don't use mobile phone. Instead, I read. I read a printed book or something which I have of my own. So this is the best practice. So if you, before you go to bed, if you do not use mobile phone screens, it will help you to have a good improvised sleep. So you should have the time for all these tasks. And very honestly, I tell you, avoid multitasking. In research, avoid multitasking, because if you start doing multitasking, your productivity will not come to the expected way. See, what you do, a focused 30 minutes can produce more than a continuous 2 hours. So make sure in research, you have to master time. So time management is the most important discipline. The next discipline, the fifth discipline, is daily routines. As a research scholar, you should have fixed yourself in daily routines. You should have a morning plan, you should have a midday review, you should have an evening reflection, and you should have a sleep discipline. My scholars, without sleep, your intellectual process will not be active. You will have a lot of fatigue on your intellectual process. And this will not help you to become productive. So make sure you have planned for a day. Maybe it may be a bit difficult depending upon your work nature and the type of engagements you have. But I tell you, try to fix in that frame. And you will enjoy how much you are improving when you get into that daily routine discipline. Now, small but least, the sixth discipline, do some exercise. Don't try to become a bodybuilder, but do some jogging, do some exercise of little thing what you can have even at your bedroom or at your dining room or anywhere. You know, sitting at a chair itself, you can make a number of exercises. There are a lot of YouTube videos, at least 10 minutes. Please do some exercise. You know, the exercise will help us to work our body, which help us to improve our blood flow, which in fact help us to have a good intellectual process. So light exercise, don't do heavy exercise. Light exercise will help us to give concentration, emotional stability. That is the important part. Then it reduces stress. It will improve our happiness index, as well as it helps our sleep quality. So a healthy researcher is a productive researcher. So make sure you follow the sixth discipline, exercise. Now, the seventh discipline is reading and writing. Man, research is a continuous process. No way you cannot come out of that. You have to understand. If you are stepped into that, if now involved in that, there is no way to escape out of this. So what I say, research is built on the muscles of reading and writing. Reading expands your knowledge, writing that helps you to sharpen your thinking. Instead of speaking, you write. So two things happens. It sharpens your thinking process as well as you get a outcome for your review of literature and other contents and developing your chapters. So reading and writing together create the intellectual structure of your research. That is also most important thing. Now, once you have followed all these 7 disciplines, the 8th discipline is self-assessment. If you do not have self-assessment, we will know only just we are doing things, but we will not know how far we have done. So we have to do a daily or weekly self-assessment and never negotiate with that. You cannot negotiate. It is a must. Ask yourself, what did I achieve this week? Where I lost my time? Where am I stuck? How I can improve myself? So you can ask your own self-assessment questions. And this self-assessment keeps you honest with your progress. No, research is meant for progress. If no progress, research remains stagnant. You can say that I am a PhD scholar, I'm doing a micro research, I'm doing my major research. You can be proud of yourself, but in fact, you are in a stagnant space. So self-assessment will help you to remove the stagnancy part. Now, every day is a challenging day. It can be at home, it can be at workplace, it can be on the road, it can be on your space, anywhere. And even you have challenges for health also, it can happen. So what I say, that the 9th discipline is agility. Agility is the 9th discipline because research requires flexibility. You know, sometimes your questions will change, your methods may shift, your data analysis may surprise you. You say, oh my God, where is this research taking me to? So an agile scholar, the best thing of an agile scholar, the scholar can adapt quickly, learn the best, and they can learn fast and move fast without frustration. So that is the best part of agility. You should have agility to your conditions, your circumstances. You should be agile as we go through the research process also. See, uneven events can happen anytime to yourself and to your research. So you should be agile. Now, the 10th part. See, you are the owner of your research, which means you should master your own self-support system. So the 10th discipline is being your own self-support system. You should support yourself. Don't think that, okay, my research guide is not helping me, my statistician is avoiding me, my respondents, they are not helping me at all, they are not helping me to give data. There is a way forward for anything. We have to stop yelling. And this is the most important discipline. A research scholar should develop self-motivation, emotional resilience. That is the most important part. Emotional resilience. That is why I tell you, don't make fight with people. Don't create egos, because we need to be a soft space if our intellectual things has to work in a good way. So what you have to do, you create confidence, inner accountability. You start producing things for you. Don't start creating things for your supervisor, not for the university, not for your guide, not for your course supervisor. Start producing things for yourself. So what will happen? You are your own mentor when no one is around. We people are here to support you. But for a daily activity and for a weekly activity, you are your own mentor. So don't feel that I am alone. You are with you. So you are surrounded by you. Your internal support system. Your internal support system is the best support system for you. And it will determine how far you are. So scholars, my viewers, I have told you the 10 disciplines. If you can internalize these 10 disciplines, your life will change and you can see how the best you are moving with your research or micro research. So thank you, my scholars. Thanks for watching. If this video is interesting for you, you can share with your other colleagues who are doing research. So till I see you with the next video, wish you a best learning and research progression. I'm Dr. Paul signing off you for today. Thank you very much.